Good evening and welcome back to Let's Play The Witcher 3 Wild Hunt. When we left off last time, decided it was time to go ahead and track down my favorite gal, Triss Marigold. There she is. She is not living in her nice house towards the decent side of town anymore. There's a full-on mage hunt going on, and she's hiding out in the scumbag part of the city. Interestingly, we caught a bit of conversation, and she was talking about, we saw evidence in her house of herbs and such, and Geralt mentioned, like, oh, has she turned to healing? And then when she was talking to the King of Beggars in here, it sounds like she is working out some kind of thing where, like, they're actually helping to heal people, which is pretty important. And if it turns out she needs help with that, I probably will help her with that. It's admirable if she is using her abilities to stay. I mean, if I were her, I would want to just get out of Novigrad. It's not safe. We saw a sign on a notice board about her. They burnt the Doppler. There's witch hunters everywhere. Like, it seems like people are out for her. She has to live in hiding. But if she's staying here to help people, I mean, that is pretty admirable. Alright, here we go. Here we go.
About time we made something clear, sorceress.
Yes, high time.
Me and my men will manage just fine without the help of you or any other mages. But you, well, without our help, you're sitting ducks for the temple guard.
Probably right.
Who do I spy?
Geralt?
Hi,
Hey,
Triss.
See you two know each other. See you two know each other well. I was curious whether you managed to find me, Witcher.
I kind of like his shirt with the checks on it. I don't know to say. Knew I was looking for you? Well, obviously he just stated he was curious whether I'd managed to find him, so...
Am I mistaken, or you got something to take up with me?
Who knows? Man with two swords and the skill to use them could be very useful these days.
Could have sent some underling to fetch me.
Could have, but I admit I wanted to see how you'd manage. See if you're as crafty as you are well crafted. See, Witcher, I've got plans. Big plans.
Is that a faded tattoo on the side of his face?
Plans to reshape this city head to toe.
Ever thought of seeking a seat on the city council?
City Council is a puppet troupe with a hierarchy of the Church of the Eternal Fire as its puppeteer. Until recently, that is, when Radovid and his witch hunters took the reins. The semblance of power don't interest me.
He's cool with being a behind-the-scenes man as long as he can actually run things. I actually really like his outfit. The different colors on it. I don't know, he's King of Beggars, so it's fitting somehow. Bit of brightness, almost kind of like motley. I like it. I like it. Alright. I don't know. What I hear about Radovid, he does seem pretty crappy. I hate the witch hunters, and I really loathe the Church of the Eternal Fire, so... yeah, if we can do something to set this guy up in charge, he seems better than them at any rate.
A man with a vision.
One day, the so-called free city of Novigrad will be truly free. But before that can happen, we got to rid it of superstition.
I agree.
Farting around about the hallowed essence of the eternal fire. Nonsense for kiddies.
Yeah, I'm with you on that.
Apparently not. Cheering crowd at the execution. Mostly adults.
Any crowd of rabble will cheer to the stench of burning flesh. But one day, folk will understand the eternal fire's naught but a leash around their necks.
I wouldn't count on all folk understanding
they call this
that.
place the Putrid Grove. But it's the rest of Novigrad that's putrefied. This here's the last bastion of normality, sanity, reason. I'm actually glad someone like you's found his way to our city. Because it will be our city one day, Geralt. Mark my words.
Yours, plural.
Yeah, mine. And me friends. But that's a tale for another time. For now, I'll leave you two alone. Because I can see, well, you clearly need it.
Geralt, I have a lot of things to take care of in town.
Okay.
I'll be glad to tag along.
I don't know, thus far I like this King of Beggars.
What's your arrangement? He using you?
Both
Helping
ways.
me to survive, actually.
6 months ago, if somebody said Triss Marigold would be working for a Novigrad criminal, I'd never have believed it.
6 months ago, Triss Marigold parted with someone very dear to her and had to start anew.
Aw.
Hasn't turned out like I imagined. Come on, let me give you a taste of my life.
What, am I supposed to feel sorry for the life you're living?
Rain,
Rain is pretty alright. It's important, it's necessary. It rains a lot, though, here in Novigrad. I don't know. Initial thoughts about this King of Beggars, though. I kind of like him. I'm inclined to agree with what he says, but in large part that's because I'm not an overly religious person myself. His comment, though, that someday people will see that the eternal fire is just a yoke around their necks, like, I wish I could share his confidence, but I don't. I think in a lot of ways various organized religions have acted as a yoke around people's necks, and they're still around, by and large. Not necessarily to knock anything in particular. I just think that frequently organized religion is used as a means to keep people under control, to keep people down. That's a lot of what the Eternal Fire is doing, and so, yeah, since in real life we have people that have abused it for thousands of years, I think he's wrong. That eventually everyone's going to realize, oh, the Eternal Fire is no good, and it's just keeping us down. Like, no, they're gonna keep swallowing the ideology and following it along. That's what people do. Alright, let's get a taste of your life, Triss. You should know that I don't really care. I mean, she did... 6 months ago, I had to part ways with someone very dear to me. Yeah, I kind of just left you with the, Empire, captured by them. Wasn't that interested in springing you loose. You'd hope that that would be enough to kill her feelings for him, but I don't think it is.
help a poor fellow out.
You got nothing more to say yet? Kind of surprised about that.
Madam Sorceress. Beautiful as ever. Damn shame to part.
Don't fret.
She'll be back.
Bound to be back soon.
A small complaint. It's kind of bothering me, the way that her outfit kind of opens there and we can see that sliver of chest, just
I
because...
take it you're in Novigrad on important business.
Novigrad?
Important doesn't do it justice. I'm looking for someone.
More precisely,
She can't even take a
Young
guess.
woman who's like
Who
a
do you
daughter
think
to
it would
me.
be?
her. Here. No, impossible.
Okay, so Triss
She
doesn't know
was
anything
here.
about it.
There are witnesses, evidence. Was hoping you'd heard something. You've been here a while. I need you to help me find something, anything, a trace.
I'll do everything I can, of course. Who might know more?
I was hoping you would have the information for me, Triss. This is kind of disappointing. Anyhow, just a quibble, because I'm a book nerd. In the book, it specifically talked about how she always kept her chest covered, and that after the disaster of her standing on the hill, that she would never wear it exposed again. Which, it didn't go into specifics, but it sounds an awful lot like she's covering some kind of, like, horrific scar or something. So, it just kind of bothers me a little bit that we can see chest exposed there, because it was specifically said in the books that she always keeps covered, but... whatever, you can deal with that. I don't know. I shouldn't falter too much for. I'm looking for someone, hoping that you'd seen her, for her to be like, who would you be looking for? I mean, my mind thinks obviously it's going to be either Yen or it's going to be Ciri, but I mean, so far as she knows, Ciri's probably like off in another world or whatever, right? It's kind of a surprise to Geralt that Ciri would be here and to Yen. So okay, we'll give her a pass on not figuring that one out. But she doesn't know anything, so we can just kind of let her go on her way, Geralt. She's not going to be... well, she's a sorceress. She could maybe cast some kind of... if we can find a trace of Ciri, maybe she could cast a spell to, like, figure out where she's gone or whatever.
Didn't look that right.
Oh, that's bad luck.
Does this drain anywhere, or is this just... I saw it here and I thought maybe it's a gully to divert rain, and that makes sense, but instead it looks like maybe it's just going to fill up instead. Oh, is this Hattori? No, it's not. It's somebody
Hello,
else.
Rogue. Managed to get those magic incense ingredients?
Yes, somewhat with difficulties, you might say. I was walking along the canal with a sack full of goodies for you, Looked up and spied a trio of temple guards coming the other way.
Get to the point, Klug. No time today for one of your long stories.
Wait! A sack full of magicalities and they were coming straight towards me. I don't easily frighten, but I felt a cold sweat on my arse, I did. I'm afraid I had no choice. I dropped the sack in the water. I had to.
All right.
When asked why, I claimed it contained a dead cat. You shan't believe this, but they believed me.
I need that package, Klug. I've got a contract.
Well, go jump in the river and get
canal
it.
bed. Luckily, it was heavy enough to sink. I'm sure it'll turn up if you search.
You expect me to pay you, then dive for my goods into that ice-cold filth?
I will get it. It does seem like, I mean, it is a dangerous thing for him to be carrying that sack, and if he's getting nervous, and it's not really a good excuse if he gets nervous and alerts the guards to him, but otherwise, I mean, okay, probably, quite possibly, he could have just walked right by him and been fine. But I understand if he didn't want to take the chance, because he would be the exact opposite of fine if they did happen to stop him and figure out what was in the sack. Dropping it draws more attention to himself, but they bought his dead cat excuse. I don't know, I kind of feel like she's living here completely below the radar as much as she can in the city. She could try to flee, but she's not. She's staying here. So if she wants to keep staying here and get these kinds of goodies or whatever from people, things smuggled in, they're taking a risk for her. It seems to me like the fair thing would be for her to pay him less than their initially agreed upon amount. He mostly procured the things, but she does have to dive into the ice-cold filth to get it. More correctly, I have to dive into the ice-cold filth to get it. But, you know, between the two of them, it would be her responsibility to retrieve it at this point. But he did take it a chunk of the way. So I think paying him something seems appropriate. I wouldn't pay him the full amount, but I'll get it. I dive in the water all the time looking for whatever random things I can come across, or just to swim, because it seems a more direct path, so there's not really a good reason to deny her here.
I can do that. Where'd you toss the package?
Near the crane.
Don't think too much of this, Triss. You see that look on her face?
Didn't expect such devotion.
Oh, Geralt, it's...
Wanted to freshen up anyway. Let's go.
It's not devotion. I'm just helping out a friend.
They've come for us.
The fall didn't break until I began to prick his heels. Every man's got his sensitive spots. Interrogated a mage once. Pain couldn't touch him. Tore off his fingernails, crushed his bollocks, nothing. Turned out, he was devilishly ticklish. I placed a beetle on his belly and set a mug atop it. Damn near went mad.
We were lucky this time, but you'd best leave via the sewers. The trapdoor's in the floor.
Take care of yourself, Klug.
I don't blame him for being skittish. I'd be really nervous if I were breaking the law, too. Alright. But she's doing it. She's doing it already. As soon as Geralt says, yeah, I can get it, just non-committally, like, you know, I can dive in the waters, I can help out a friend.
You're gone!
Who are you talking to? Just, I can get it, and then Triss immediately, her face lights up. Geralt loves me, he's gonna get it for me. Ugh. Okay, you go take care of whatever's down there. I want to look at loot and stuff. Alright, I'll help. Since I can't look at loot while she's fighting it. Okay. Ooh, I was thinking I needed that calcium equum for something. Good find. Okay. Right now... Oh, we can make all kinds of stuff. Better Devil's Puffball? Let's do it. That just used up my calcium equum, didn't it? Oh, which I could have used to make enhanced grape shot, which would have probably been better because I use that bomb more often. Although I don't use bombs that much. We'll be fine. Okay. Ooh, and we can immediately get the enhanced swallow. Great. Okay.
There's a draft. Should be an exit here.
All
He
right.
wouldn't have sent us here if there wasn't. Must be a lever on this wall that'll open the secret passage.
Or if there's anything hidden behind an illusory wall. Well, even without that, my eye would find it, but she would probably sense it too. Okay, cannot make that one yet. What do I have over here? It is a grater. Okay. Can I make better than a grater? No. At least not at this point. If it's an option later, perhaps. Okay.
Well?
Settle down, I'm looting. You could look around too instead of just standing there deep in thought or whatever. Alright. Use the senses. Oh.
Free city of Novigrad. The name actually used to mean something.
The very reason so many mages came here after the massacre at Loch Muin.
They just
thought
followed
they'd be
you, huh?
safe from Radovid's reapers. Instead, they jumped out of the frying pan into the fire. But Novigrad stands on top of a mountain of coin, and winning a war takes 3 things. Coin, and even more coin. That's why they're exterminating mages, confiscating their property and possessions. And they'll go after non-humans next.
No, I don't doubt it.
The elves occupy slums, but the dwarves practically control financial life in the city.
They'll go for the bank.
Official word is that Novigrad will remain neutral. Somehow doubt anyone believes that anymore.
So she's calling it Novigrad, and this is a random Michigan thing, just because where I live. We have a city. It is spelled N-O-V-I. And whenever, like, the GPS, it just makes me think, Novigrad. Novi is how it's said, but the GPS always calls it Novi. And I don't know. I just think words and the ways they can be pronounced. She's saying Novigrad, and I don't know, when you look at the way it's spelled, Novigrad seems possible. But to me, I see it and think, well, Novigrad, because of Novi. So it feels wrong to me. I think other characters have been saying Novigrad as well. It feels wrong to me that she says Novigrad, but maybe she's right. Huh. So there's a handy ladder when we want to get back to the city proper. Or we could just... Oh!
Judging by what Klug said, the parcel should be around here on the bottom. Unless the poor man was mistaken. He's been forgetful ever since Manga interrogated him. Seems to be suffering from a persecution complex, too.
Well, can you blame him?
Current must have carried the sack seaward. I'll swim towards the port. Coming with?
No.
Maybe some other time.
Yeah.
Don't know what you're missing. Water's thick with pungent oils. Guessing it'll do wonders for my complexion.
I didn't expect her to go in and actually get herself dirty to find it. She's got me here to do it for her, so... Alright. Down we go. What's this? Looks like a bit of fence fell down here. Okay, it's really dark. Oop. That's just buckthorn. Oh, hey! How come I can see him from the top, but not so well? There we go. Alright, I saw the little magnifying glass, but I want to get this chest. There we go. Anything else while I'm right here? No? Oh, that's just a bit of useless debris. Alright. Up we go. Let's take a look at this thing we just got. I don't think it's gonna say much. Yep, just that it's a leather sack. Alright. Here you go.
Find the parcel? Or did you get wet for no reason?
Nothing like a refreshing swim in a filthy canal. Found a few fish, a rusty anchor, the carcass of a boat. Oh, and this.
Oh, my package. Hope the contents aren't soaked through. Oh, you're a doll.
Well, what now
Seem
then?
to be in your element.
Still remember my elements? How I use them?
Come on, 6 months isn't that long. It's not like I'm senile.
But you do have a history of amnesia.
I've recovered my memory completely.
Good. That should stop people from taking advantage of you.
Yeah, interesting that you would say
Someone's
that.
been taking advantage
Triss.
of me.
I have.
Yeah,
Go on.
for sure.
I've never even intimated.
We need to hurry.
She has, though, Geralt. She really has. It's frustrating to me, and if I'm honest, Book Geralt, like, he felt a little uncomfortable that he knew that she kind of felt stronger for him than he did for her, but he was still like, well, she's my friend. He did stay a friend to her, even at the... It bothered me at the end, because after the scene that I talked about before, with Philippa and Triss and Yen, where that's one of the key things that really is like, wow, what a crappy friend Triss was. And I really wanted Yen to just have it out with Triss, to just tear her a new one, and more than that, I wanted Geralt to say something too, like, hey, you behaved really crappy there, I didn't appreciate that, we're done, or something, and he never did, and I just don't think that he would. I think even though she's been a horrible friend to him, he still sees her as a friend. He's not the sort to just abandon the friendship, even though I think he should. So it is mostly a me thing, that it's like, I want the satisfaction of, no, Triss is completely out of things and not interfering and being a potential problem between him and Yen anymore. Go somewhere else, Triss. But I don't think Geralt would, like, even though Geralt doesn't want a relationship with her romantically, I don't think he's really willing to draw that line and cut her off completely. It's just frustrating for me. I want him to do it, but I don't think he really wants to handle it that way.
Jackasses! Blasted whoresons all!
What's wrong, Strumpet?
Scum sailing from across the sea. Think they can do what they please.
Well, I will help you.
Help me, Witcher. Take pity.
What happened?
Islanders from Skellige. They've taken over crippled Kate's.
Taken over? How's that?
Yeah.
Clobbered the innkeep, tossed out the girls, then set to drinking. They've been going since yesterday, apparently celebrating some big loot.
I will clear them out.
Yeah, sounds like Skelligers.
But you look to be an honest man. Help us. Drive away the hooligans. We've not much, but it'll make a tidy sum if we all pitch in.
I will help, of course. But, yeah, think about that. If that's where they're used to working, it's a brothel, right? So all the whores have been kicked out of their brothel. And they could just whore in the streets. We've seen plenty that do. But, I mean, they're out here in the rain. They're used to having at least a building to be in. And then now they're just out here in the rain. It's disrupting their business. And that business is their livelihood. So, yeah, I feel for them. They just want to get back to work. They need to make money to survive.
Fine. I'll see what I can do.
Really? So there are good men left in the world?
So, Triss, you can just hold on a second while I go help out these strumpets. This is Crippled Kate's right here, eh? The front door. We were at the back last time.
Sorry, mate. Gotta fill your horn elsewhere.
Nope.
This establishment's part of Skellige today.
This establishment's Novigrad, so back off, buddy.
Seems to me we're still in Novigrad. And in Novigrad rules apply. Rules you happen to be breaking.
Just how's that? You're not allowed to drink in peace. Have a bit of fun. Leg it, man, before you taste the wrath of a Skellige.
I'm willing to taste the wrath of a Skelliger. Although, since it is very satisfying having equipped the delusion. Thank you guys for reminding me that in the comments, like, put your delusion on, and finally me getting around to it, we can actually see if these things work. So, I don't know. I'm a jerk, and I almost feel like that they would go in and break the law like this in the first place. If I chase them out, like, are they just going to go and do it again somewhere else? But probably killing people is not the right answer, so.
Collect your friends and go. On your best behavior.
Plus,
now.
I think I get more experience if the Xi is effective.
Gents, time to go.
This blade's not worth shite if a weak arm's swinging it, eh?
Get out and don't come back.
Friend. What's the rush?
Only 3 of you? Yeah, I could have taken you guys. Oh, it's kind of nice to see different outfits here. I mean, yeah, they're Skelligers, that's what they said, but just the... I appreciate the attention to detail that the clothes they're wearing are different than the stuff we've seen around here. Okay, I don't actually want to go their way. I was just interested that there was a door. Oh, we got a cup just hanging out midair. Cool. Who's this over here? A guard in some difficulties. Alright. Well, let's just let our strumpet know. You can go back inside.
Thanks so much. We'd not have managed on our own. We're not rich. But I hope this is enough.
I'm such a fool. You work hard for your money, you keep it.
Keep it. Need it more than I do.
Thank you. It's folk like you restore my faith in humankind.
Alright.
I feel safer with you around, Witcher.
Thank you. I like to do nice things for the strumpets.
It's a material world, and I'm a material
Hey there, Bertha.
world. I feel safer with you around, Witcher.
And Susie.
Looking for something unusual?
Like what exactly? Give me some specifics. Where's Kate? Don't tell me it's just the name of the establishment and there isn't actually a Kate.
Hey, handsome.
Marcia, you are not Kate. Is there a Kate? It's not that important, but it would be a nice touch also. Okay. No books or anything? Nah. Okay. She Who Knows, we read that.
Winds howling.
So if there is a Kate, she's not in right now. Okay. Back to helping Triss.
It's a material world.
This is the wrong way.
Material girl.
Fine mess you made back there at Lochmarine.
You can say that all you want. It's not my responsibility. I did not make the mess. Okay, hang on, Triss. I want to actually go ahead and set this right. Alright. Let's go.
Fuck!
Fabric from the distant south. You'll not find it anywhere else.
Just how far south?
Greetings, sorceress.
Greetings, Brandon.
I didn't expect you to bring company.
Well, company's here, so... And he knows you're a sorceress. It seems dangerous to just out in the open here be like, oh, hey, sorceress, knowing the current climate in the city regarding sorceresses, but...
Triss, you told this man you're a sorceress?
Of course. She was looking for work. That's her chief asset.
Are you,
True.
Triss?
I know it was reckless, but competition's stiff here. No one would hire me if I claimed to be a common Ratcatcher.
More importantly, no one would believe such a beauty could be an exterminator of rodents. But I'd prefer you not to tarry and begin.
Triss, you and Brandon here. You've agreed a price?
We settled on a full coin purse.
Brandon & Co. is a serious outfit. We've the largest granary in all Novigrad.
I mean, I kind of don't care if she gets screwed over, right? I would a bit too, but, like... It's not really my business. She can conduct this however she wants to. I suppose I'm a little unclear here. If I'm saying you'll pay in advance, is any of this pay going to me, or is this just me being, like, standing up for Triss? You're gonna pay her before she does any work for you. But it sounds like, let's get to work. I'm gonna be doing part of whatever it is, too. I don't know. I'm not clear if I get the money or not. But in case I don't, and this is just negotiating her pay for it, no, she can handle that herself.
All right, then. Let's get to work.
We need to place these crystals around the granary, near anything that looks rat-related. I'll cover half the space. You take the other half. Look for evidence of rat activity.
Like these rats climbing around everywhere?
Thing is, I know what evidence of manticore activity looks like, but rodents?
Geralt, we'd both rather be somewhere else. I'd rather be sitting in a royal council meeting, but they killed my kin. Look for crevices and droppings.
Once we place this incense, what then?
I'll cast a spell and the rats will leave.
Can't do that without sprinkling incense? Don't really feel up to looking for rat shit.
Stop whining.
Well, I mean, this is something you could just do yourself. This is what I get for tagging along. I know, I'm killing all the innocent ratikins, but they are here in the granary, and they're infesting the food for the people in the town, crapping on everything, as rats do, and rat poop carries disease. So I can't really just leave them, you know, we gotta take care of these things. They pose a danger to people. They're just gonna keep coming. Okay. Plus they're gross. Alright. Aha!
Looks like a good spot. I don't like that guy.
Brandon? I don't either. He's much too fat.
Can't help but agree. But no. Notice how he didn't try to haggle?
Must really want the rats out.
Or it's a
Triss,
setup.
He's a merchant. He makes his living by haggling.
If I worried about that sort of thing, I'd starve to death in this city.
Well, otherwise you're gonna end up trapped. What if this is just to confirm that you are indeed a sorceress? Like maybe he haggled a price with the Eternal Flame, right? And so by doing this...
Monster Slayer in the world's largest city. Looking for rat shit. Jeez.
I'm with you, Geralt. We could just leave her to it. She's probably gonna get herself killed if she does, though. This might be some kind of trap for her. I wouldn't be surprised. Also, he might try to screw her over on price because he knows, like, who's she gonna go complain to about it, right?
Think I plugged every hole in there.
All right. Get ready for some magic fireworks. Once I activate the incense, we'll have a moment to talk.
Where's the fireworks? I'm watching the incense, but it's not really doing anything. Is she done?
Well, now we wait for them to scurry away.
Interesting method. Never had much luck with rats. Once I hit one with a fork in complete darkness, trying to show off my witcher's senses. Masterful throw, really. Problem was, no one else saw it. How could they in the dark?
So, what do you think? Ratcatcher? It's a long way to fall from being advisor to Temeria's king.
I'm just glad to see you safe and sound.
And what?
Reconciled?
I don't want to smooth things over. If there's bad feelings, it's a good thing if there are bad feelings. So, yeah, we're not going to say that.
Knew a man once who reacted to everything, especially adversity, by mocking it.
Healthy attitude. Must have lived long.
Came a day he lost both his legs in battle. He shrugged, said it was better that way. He'd never feel pain in them again.
I understand him perfectly.
I know. Thing is, he was lying to himself.
I think he just didn't have much of a choice.
I don't know, whatever. She's bitter, she can be bitter.
We all lie sometimes, but lying to yourself is running away, whereas there's really nowhere to run.
Sometimes you have to escape, just to forget. Your friend might have dwelled on his lost legs, but it's not like by grieving he could have grown another pair. So, tell me how Yen's doing?
She is awesome.
How do you know I found her?
You didn't answer my question. How's Yen?
She is just great, so how about that?
She's fine.
That's good.
Yes, it is.
Asking about anything specific?
Never mind. I got my answer.
Good, you had your answer a long time ago if you paid any attention.
Well, well. Are lovebirds having themselves a little chat instead
We're not
of
lovebirds, and
working?
obviously the rats are leaving, so we did the work.
The job's done. Geralt, those are...
I know who
Yep.
they are, Triss.
My
Set up
friends
indeed.
begged me to notify them if I encountered a mage, sorceress, what have you. Didn't have the heart to refuse.
It's a trap, Geralt.
Yeah, obviously.
It stank from the start.
Such a sharp sense of smell. You should have legged it while you had the
Dude,
chance.
you are gonna really
I
regret.
don't generally leg it. Here's what I think you should do. Pay up and march your boys out of here while there's still time.
Don't be ridiculous. I didn't hire a sorceress in order to pay.
Alright,
her.
we can take you all
Take
out.
my advice, mutant. If it's not your business, stay out of it.
Thanks for the advice, but I can't take it. All right, we've talked. Do what you gotta. Just remember, I can't help but get in your way.
Heard enough from this horse, son.
As have I. Neither is to leave
I
here alive.
no, don't let that guy go. We gotta take Brandon out for sure.
Looking for a bruise.
Okay.
Bastard hired me on the assumption he wouldn't have to pay me.
Yeah, obviously.
And trap like a child. If not for you,
Yep.
we need to find Brandon.
We do. I really do want to get some revenge on Brandon. He's got it coming. But, yep. Yep. So convinced that she's got a handle on every situation and she can take care of herself or whatever, or she knows enough about what's going on, but always a bit clueless, aren't you, Triss? Alright, alright. Oh, you didn't expect it to be us,
Don't
did
kill
you?
me. Good sir,
No, I'm
no.
gonna kill you.
They forced me. Had I not told them, they'd have set fire to my home, my warehouse. The mage hunters know no mercy.
No, your blustering there was...
Spare me, good man. Be not like those murderers.
Shut up. I should kill you. Thing is, you'd be no good to anyone but the gulls as a corpse. So you'll live and pay us double. Now.
Fine. Your coin.
Now, get.
And don't try anything like that again.
Thanks, Geralt.
I'm kind of too bloodthirsty in this game. I feel a little like I'd rather I just killed him. Then he's not going to do that to anybody else. Revenge is had. But no. We got money. That's good. Yeah, you need to watch out for yourself, Triss. You got to be way more cagey than you are now. You got to be careful. Ugh. I'm a little concerned about you. I'm a little worried that you're going to get yourself killed doing something dumb. But at the same time, I am not the person to hang around and keep you safe. So, you should go find someone to look out for you. Or get better at looking out for yourself.
You should try to keep better company.
He was still better than some mages. You know, I've been thinking who might know something about Ciri. And I just got an idea. There's an oneiromancer in town, Corrine Tilly. Very capable, supposedly.
Never trusted in Dreamer's abilities myself.
Corrine's been very effective. You should at least try. She's taken a job close by. Follow the canal, away from the fish market. The house is near the first bridge. Its owner, Dejon Kier, is a rich banker.
Not coming with me?
I've got some things to take care
Let
of.
her go, girl. It's fine.
Another rat-infested warehouse?
Not exactly. Nothing even remotely satisfying. Such are the times.
Well, be more careful than this last time. I guess it wasn't totally horrible seeing you again. Take care.
Thanks for everything. See you, Triss.
See you.
How do I find you if I need you?
Just leave it
I
alone,
live
Geralt.
in the bits. Head up the hill past the fish market. Stop by.
Be seeing you.
You gotta not ask these kinds of things, Geralt. Because it's gonna give her just those little slivers of hope that she feeds on. Just let it go. Let the friendship kind of die down naturally. Okay, so she said, follow the alley, and it's a house by the first bridge. So does she mean this bridge?
Oi, cocker!
What? No.
Double chase.
Okay. And quest log is saying, or not quest log, minimap is saying, here it is.
Just passing by, wanderer? Or do you seek something specific?
Specific, but who are
Who's
you?
asking?
Rudolf de Jonkier.
Oh, okay.
Of those de Jonkiers, yes. My ancestors laid the foundations of this city. I now own its largest man.
Larger than Vivaldi's.
Didn't need a recommendation. Name would have been enough.
Father always said, all ought to know your merits, son. Don't hide them under a bushel.
Okay, so I am here for Corinne? Corrine?
I'm looking for Corrine Tilly.
Oh, you've come to the right place, then. Corrine is inside. Been there for a few days, dreaming the home's history.
He's suddenly kind of anxious all of a sudden. What's that about? Yeah, why are you out here?
Not interested in what's going on inside? Seeing it for yourself?
I'm a banker. Cursed homes scare me. Do you know how a haunting can affect property value?
Terrifying.
Point of fact. Corrine requested she not be disturbed.
Okay. I am looking to get in there and disturb her, so...
Why do you need to know the house's history? You a historian, or on a whim?
I bought this property a short while ago. Paid a pretty penny, I might add. Soon after, I witnessed... disturbances. Led me to fear the home might be haunted.
What are the symptoms?
Oh, they vary. Giggling in the night. And furniture moving about in the attic. And last week... well, you shan't believe it. I found human feces in the pile.
Well, it sounds like you got squatters more than anything else. Alright, this puts things in perspective. Not so bad our past quest there, just looking for rat feces. Much better than finding human feces.
I'd like to go inside, look around.
I don't usually let strangers rummage around my home. Twin swords, though. You're a witcher. You may enter, call that my whim.
I don't call it a whim. I think what it is,
Truth is, we're already...
that you realize that if there is some kind of like ghost or monster or something in there, there's a good chance that I can handle it, and you're hoping I'll just take it upon myself to do so. Yeah, I don't care about it. We'll take Alcahest. Sure. Well, the first thing your home could do with Buddy is a good dusting. What a mess in here.
Stop! Go away! Don't do it. Leave it!
Okay, we do have some giggling going on, huh? What is this? I know, I need to go talk to Corrine, but first... What, there's like a hidden kitchen down here? How weird. Oh, okay. Do things in order. Go talk to Corrine and then come back to this.
Put it down, please. That's blood. Don't spill it. Please.
Hello? Hey there, Corrine. There was some little monster child just looming over you. You might want to wake up.
Wake up. It's just a dream. Wake up.
The doll. The attic.
Okay.
All right. Time to check the attic.
Stop! Go away! Don't do that. Leave it!
Ah, this is how we get to the attic. First, though, let's look around a little bit.
Don't spill it! Please!
And then that's just right back down the stairs. Okay.
Stop! Go away!
For being such a tall house, it's kind of narrow.
Way to the next room's blocked.
What, we can't just... There we go. Got some decent space here in the attic. 2 bedrooms up here. Let's grab that. Okay. Not that so much. Okay, so we've got a sparkly... This one's a... Okay. Drawing of a crib. Paper on which a crib has been hastily drawn. By a child, it seems. Interesting. And here's the doll she wanted.
There was a cradle on the 2nd floor. Wonder what had happened if I laid a doll in it.
Let's go and see.
Put it down, please. That's blood. Don't spill it.
Alright, and
please.
the cradle was... This room, maybe? Yeah, there it is. Well, that got its attention. Let's see if we can talk to Corinne. Oh!
Another masterpiece. An oven and a blackened grate. Oh joy. A riddle. Saw an oven in the cellar. Maybe I'll find another clue there.
There was a door. Corinne's name is messing me up because I used to know a woman, I worked with her, whose name was spelled that way, and she was a Corinne. Alright. No. There it is. Actually, did that have like an examine, or is it... Yeah.
Boo!
Okay, hi there, creepy.
Did I scare you?
A little bit. You're not a godling, are you, in the city?
Scared you, didn't I? I can tell you was scared. Big brave man scared of wee little Sarah. Ain't that
She
funny?
kind of looks like a godling
I
now.
wouldn't do that anymore if I were you, Sarah. You might scare someone so bad they'll hurt you.
Why would someone hurt me? Having a spot of fun's not allowed anymore.
What are you playing?
That lady fell asleep, and I've sent her some horrible dreams.
Why?
I'll not her wake neither. I can do that, you know. Funny, isn't it?
Very funny. Thing is, I gotta talk to the dreamer, so I'd like you to let her wake up.
Little Sarah doesn't want her to wake. Little Sarah wants to play.
This isn't a game. But, yeah, you do seem an awful lot like a godling. I wonder if godlings know each other. Do you know Johnny? John and Velen?
You're lucky. I know you're a harmless godling, but others might not know, and then...
And how'd you know I'm a godling, eh? How's that, eh? Eh?
Because I'm a witcher.
If it looks like one and acts like one, trust me, you're a godling. You give the dreamer nightmares and won't let her wake up. Why are you tormenting her?
I'm not tormenting anyone. Scary dreams are great.
Not everyone thinks that, kiddo.
What I love is when this big hen chases me. Hen's got these red...
Why do you live in a haunted house?
Tell you a secret. The house ain't haunted. Not one
It's
bit.
just her.
I just pretend it is. Make everyone think that. It was sitting there all empty, so I moved in.
Aha.
Bigwig from the bank then came and bought it. I don't like bankers, especially not to live with, so I decided to give him a scare.
Gave the banker a really big scare. See, he paid a lot for this house and won't give it up easily, which is why you need to find another home.
I don't want to! I don't! I won't!
You're gonna have to, kiddo. I am not gonna throw her out. I understand, she's just a harmless little thing. She's not really looking to hurt anybody, just pulling pranks. But at the same time, I kind of do feel for the banker. This is a city that was made by civilized society, which godlings aren't really part of. Not that they're like not welcome or something, just they're a separate kind of thing. They're more of like a nature sort of entity. A house made by peoples in a civilized society. He's following the rules of that civilized society. He paid a lot of money for it. It's his house. She doesn't really have a claim to it. Let's see what kind of deal we can come up with.
Sarah, Novigrad's no place for a godling. But if you want to live here, that's your business. So let's make a deal.
A deal? What kind?
Leave the dreamer alone. In exchange, I'll tell the banker the house is haunted. For good, no way to lift the curse.
You tell him that? What if he doesn't believe you?
Yeah, what if he just...
I'm a witcher. He'll believe me.
What if he tries hiring someone else, though?
Yes! Yes! Do that, and I promise not to bother your friend. Not even a little. You're awfully nice, you know.
I don't hear that often. Thanks.
Yes, thank you,
now
but...
go wake that sleepyhead. I won't stop her. She'll get up.
I'm awfully concerned about you too, though, kiddo. Because even if I tell him that the house is haunted for good, I don't know that that's going to stop him, if he's paid a lot of money for it, from trying to hire someone else to look into it. I mean, he's already hired a sorceress, and now he's sent in a witcher. He didn't actually hire me, but I'm pretty confident he was hoping I'd do something to suss out the problem. And then the other option is, what if he decides to sell it to someone else, and then that person decides to hire someone to sort out the problem? Like,
good day.
It doesn't seem like a good long-term solution. Also, what's back here? Oh, wow. Is this a city built on elven ruins? This definitely looks elven. Racing saddle. Oh, not as good as the Nilfgaardian saddle. Still, interesting. Oh, dang, I just picked up a rusty hammerhead because I'm not paying attention. I'm just grabbing everything I can. Oh, what do we got there? Something significant, Geralt. Or, no, it's not. It's just the rubble that I blew apart. Oh, I was hoping there'd be something related to the story of everything that's going on back here, but... There's this big chest I almost... No, it's not that exciting. Just a cigar and gambeson. Okay. That's kind of cool. Right. Well, this is the solution we're going to try then, Sarah, and I don't feel confident that it's going to do a lot for her safety in the long term, but we will try it out. Also, we have to see if Kareen's willing to go along with it. Hello there?
Who are you?
Triss Marigold sent me to see you.
Gods. Horrible nightmares. I was supposed to dream the history of this house. Instead, I saw furniture. Hungry furniture that wished to devour me. I know it must sound foolish, but in the dream, well, it was all too real. And not at all amusing.
That is an interesting outfit you choose to work
in. Godling. She made people believe the house was haunted. Also injected your dreams with her little jokes.
And you managed to wake me. I feel fortunate.
We witchers have our ways.
I thank you very much. The dreams, they were awful. Any way I can pay you back?
Yes, actually.
There is, actually. I'm looking for a young woman who was seen in Novigrad.
I can certainly try to help. But I'll need to clear my head first. After those deranged dreams, I feel it's full of cobwebs. Find me at the Golden Sturgeon. I rent a room there.
All right, will do.
All right. See you there.
And now, let's go tell this guy his house is haunted forever and see how he takes it. Oop, oop, not that way. Right then, bad news.
I saw Miss Corinne leave, but she refused to speak to me. Is the matter resolved? Or quite the opposite?
Dang it. Okay, I know why the house is haunted. Are we going to concoct some kind of story? Or are we going to tell him it's a godling and he might not... I don't know. I just feel... To say, oh, the house is still haunted, can't seem to lift the curse. It insults my professional pride as a witcher. We did get to the bottom of this, and saying it like that... If we were to say that it's the can't seem to lift the curse that bothers me. If he were to just straight out say, no, this is a type of curse that just can't be lifted, then I'd feel okay with that lie. But instead, when you say it this way, it makes it sound like it's due to my own ineptness. Like, I'm not capable of lifting the curse, but someone else could be. Like, oof. I'm too arrogant to say it. We're going with this one. Don't rat out the godling.
Got a godling in your house.
We ratted out the godling.
Sarah, and she's an ornery little thing. Left her alone, but thought I should tell you about her.
I thank you for being candid. Could you rid me of this beast?
No.
You can do it yourself. Just burn some burdock in the oven. She's sure to run. Godlings detest the smoke.
I will not wage war on a beast, large or small. Piss on the godling, piss on the house. I must merely find a fool willing to buy it. The truth is, we're already...
Because it'd be that hard to just burn some burdock?
Economically.
But I don't know. I almost... I didn't want to necessarily rat her out. I was hoping he would concoct an elaborate lie. I don't know, but maybe it's best that we gave the truth. I mean, I'm still nervous. He's not going to drive her out. He's just going to find someone else to... He's just going to pass the buck, and it's going to be somebody else's problem. Find someone to buy it.
Smart.
But I mean, it's not sounding like he's going to try to kill her. If he wants, he can just drive her away by burning some burdock, and then she'll just find somewhere else to live. And really, she should probably find somewhere else to live anywhere. Anyway. Blah. This, like Geralt was saying, I mean, this is one of the biggest human cities. This isn't really... Not human. The biggest...
We're already dependent on the Black One.
How do I...
Economically.
What's a good term? I guess the biggest civilized city sounds stupid. Human, elf, dwarf, your standard people who are used to living and somewhat operating within society together, right? They're not like... She's more like an elemental sort of creature or something, whatever. She's the type of thing that you... Like where Johnny is, makes more sense. Out in Velen. There's so many little villages more towards Velen that she could go to that would probably be glad of her. This just doesn't seem like a great place for her. It's her choice if she wants to live here anyhow. But, you know, she is in a city that someone else paid for. Oh, interesting. He's going to go inside now. I feel a little bad ratting her out because I told her that I wasn't going to. But I also feel like...
The second sword. Is it in case
we know that he's not going to hurt her now. He's just going to try to sell the house to someone else. And then the other person is... Which was a possibility even if we'd said that your house is haunted forever anyhow. That he would have just sold it to someone else. And then she's faced with the same problem of a new owner trying to figure out what to do about the things going on in there. So, I don't know. I don't think I'm going to go back and do my choice over again. Because I didn't really feel good about trying to lie and say that it was permanently haunted either. It just didn't seem like a good solution. This solution, I think I'm okay with. It's not ideal, but ideal is that she leaves the city and goes somewhere safer. So,
no loitering round here.
I don't know. I think this will be alright. I don't feel too bad about this, even though we went against what we told her we were going to. Alright, and I think I gained some more florins.
How can I be of service?
Whatever I got.
Got some coin I'd like to convert into crowns.
You've come to the right place. A bit.
Not bad, not bad. Alright, and... Okay, I think then I'm going to go ahead and wind the episode down here. Please like and subscribe if you enjoyed this. Come back in next time. Let's see, off screen, I'm going to wait till day, and I'm going to sell my excess crap to this guy and patch up my armor. Keep everything tip-top. Then we'll start off next time by going ahead and meeting up with Corrine. We'll see what she has to say. Yeah, we're making some progress. I wouldn't be surprised if the quest kind of looped back around to throw us into talking to Triss a little more, but I don't know at this point. Wasn't so bad, the dealing that we had to do with her. We're past it. It's alright. She's going to do her thing. We're moving on our way. It's good.